I was proud of our effort tonight. We were certainly juggling the rotation in that first half with some of the foul issues that we had, but I was proud of our effort tonight. We just were not able to execute enough offensively or defensively to really kind of continue to stay in the game. And I think eventually some of the size and some of the power in the paint really started to just wear us down. But credit Wisconsin for continuing to work through the paint, continuing to try to attack us on the inside. And obviously that was the difference in the game.
Questions? Jeff.
And Andrew, I know it's early in the season, but your three-point shooting coming in wasn't that great. Is this more what you expect from this crew, or is it somewhere in between there?
Probably somewhere in between. I would love to be 45%, but I think that would lead the country by a drastic margin. I would look like a good coach if we did that all year long. But, we're probably somewhere in between. I think we've talked a lot about shot selection. We've talked a lot about trying to make sure we're taking good ones. And I think we took some good ones early, and then we actually made some harder ones late. And usually that's how it happens, right? You see that ball go in the basket a little bit, you're a little more comfortable as you step in and let it go. But we needed every one of them. And, I thought we did a good job of, making sure that we had our feet set and guys were stepping in and letting it go.
Right in the back there, Coach.
Coach, John Blackwell had 18 points off the bench for them in the second half and really seemed to get aggressive as you guys started to close in there in the second half. What did you just see from him, and how much of a difference did he make for them in that second half?
Well, it's funny because you get these early in the year scouts, and so you're able to watch their whole season basically, and you can see each and every game him getting more comfortable, him being more aggressive. He plays with such great activity, he plays with such great energy. He makes good, simple decisions, and he puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And so, he's attacking in the paint. He's getting downhill. Obviously, he was 8 for 10 from the free throw line tonight. And you can just see him getting more and more comfortable as a college freshman as he gets more and more opportunity. And then you can also see why he's getting more and more opportunity because, from Arkansas State to Tennessee to Providence, you can just see, him making more and more of an impact as he's on the floor. And I would assume that progression would continue.
Any other questions for Coach? Thanks. One more back here, please.
Despite some early foul troubles, you guys were still able to stay competitive throughout the majority of that game. What are some positive takeaways you can take away, although it's still early in the season?
I think, we got some good contributions from some guys off the bench. We did have to juggle our rotations and our lineup a little bit because of the foul trouble. But, again, we continued to try to execute. We continued to try to fight. The stretch that we defended for the first maybe 8 minutes of the second half, I thought we did a really good job defensively. But the challenge is trying to extend that for a 40-minute period. And making sure that guys stay out of foul trouble, I think, is something that we got to continue to be cognizant of in terms of their execution and their positioning. But, some of our guys off the bench got some more opportunity to, get a feel for what it's like to be out there and how important it is to execute on every possession.